Welcome everybody, thank you guys for tuning in. Today we've got a very exciting Dissected episode. Today we are working with Fly Rides Bike Shop, who are not only going to be giving away one of these Mondraker Crafty SEs, but also have offered a $600 discount code to our followers. So stay tuned and let's dissect the Mondraker Crafty SE. First off, we want to thank and introduce you guys to Fly Rides Bike Shop. They're based out of Southern California. They've got 2 locations in the San Diego and Los Angeles area. They've been in business for over 10 years exclusively selling e-bikes, and they really wanted to team up with us to give away one of these bikes and again, offer you guys some pretty big savings. Now, because Fly Ride has been in the e-bike selling business for so long, they are able to get exclusive bikes, bikes that maybe aren't imported by other dealers, and sell them out to local customers who want to come by, as well as mail order customers. Now, what's really neat about Fly Rides is if you aren't in Southern California, you can still order a bike from them and they will reimburse. They have a rebate program that they incentivize consumers to take bikes to their local shop. So whether that's a pro bike fitting, assembly, or any other type of warranty labor that you might need, Fly Rides will foot the bill and reimburse your local shop or you guys for taking that bike in there. And what they're really hoping to do is kind of build local community and contacts with your local bike shops, but still helping riders get great deals on bikes that maybe don't have local dealer infrastructure nearby. So being that Fly Ride is a veteran operated business, they do offer discounts to first responders and military personnel as well, which is something that we are huge fans of. And there's currently a $400 rebate on this bike. There's rebates going on their website for many other bikes as well. And if you use the code LOAMWOLF, you will save an extra $200 off this bike. So that's potentially a $600 savings off this bike. And that's not a bad deal when you get right to it. Here we go. This is the SE. It is a 150 millimeter rear wheel travel with a 160 millimeter front travel e-bike using the Bosch Performance Line CX Cruise drive unit. Now it has a 625 watt hour battery, the Kiox display unit, and a 4 amp hour charger. Now, like the rest of Mondraker's bikes, it uses their forward geometry, which is a fairly longer geo idea and concept. Because of that, we opted to ride a size medium. I'm 5'11", but I typically like a little bit shorter of a bike just to be a little more playful and nimble. Just for my riding style and the terrain we have here, I opted for that shorter size, which is a 470 mil reach, which is a touch shorter than I'd ideally like, but 490 for the size large was just a little bit too much for me. Moving on, we've got a relatively steep 65.5 degree head tube angle with a 76 degree seat tube angle and a 350 millimeter bottom bracket height. All around, that makes for a pretty agile, nimble, tight turning, fast responding e-bike that I think will probably be pretty beneficial for a lot of riders, except for those that are really looking for the slackest, gnarliest, steepest downhill e-bike that they can get. I think for most riders looking at a 150, 160 bike, this is gonna be a pretty good geo setup. The seat tube angle is relatively steep. You've got a head tube angle that I would like to see a little bit slacker, but so far I've been pretty impressed, and as we work towards our long-term review, we'll kind of dig into that a bit more. Also carrying over for Mondraker is their e-bike optimized zero suspension platform. It is a platform that is definitely efficient. It is firm, stiff, gives riders a lot of platform and pop. Definitely something that I think will benefit riders who are looking for efficiency and a nice stable platform. One of the criticisms that we have sometimes with Mondraker bikes is if you have a lot of square edge bumps, washboards, braking bumps, it can feel a little harsh and take a little longer to set up, but that will save all that for our long term. Now there's lots of other really cool features that Mondraker uses on the Crafty SE, such as 17 millimeter oversized axles, as well as some exclusive Bosch motor protectors. And that's something that's really neat. Again, we ride a lot out in the lava rock and super chunky terrain, and we've definitely damaged the sides of some Bosch motors. So having these vented side covers is a pretty neat feature. I think Mondraker always does a really good job of making their bikes look good and have some really nice creature comforts. So this bike is retailing at Fly Rides for $79.95. Again, with that $600 savings, you're gonna be down to $73.95, which is pretty decent, I would say, for the spec you've got on here. You know, there's always gonna be some criticisms and people that think that should be cheaper for what you get, but I'd say all in all, it's a pretty decent value. The SRAM G2 brakes would definitely be the weak point in our opinion. We'd like to see something a little better, more powerful, but nevertheless, you got some 4-piston G2s. You've got a GX Eagle derailleur with NX Eagle shifter. Does fine, gets the job done. Isn't the most luxurious or amazing feeling compared to some of the higher end shifters, but that's something you can upgrade down the road. It works fine, it gets the job done. You've got the nice Kiox display unit here next to the on-off stem and handlebars, as well as the dropper post, and a really comfy physique saddle. Moving down to the rolling spec, we've got some Mavic D-Max wheels, which are wrapped in some Maxxis tires. Obviously, we spend a lot of time riding Maxxis Minion DHR2 and Minion DHF tires. They're amongst our favorites, and we like that they spec'd Exo Plus casings. We think that's probably a pretty good option for most riders, barring the most extreme who may want like a double down casing towards the rear. But overall, it's a capable spec, it is ready to ride, and I think it'll do a great job of getting a lot of riders out on the trail on a unique, fun, and powerful bike that will go and cover a ton of miles. All right, so now that we've taken a look at the Crafty SE, let's tell you guys how you can win this bike. Let's just thank Fly Rides again. This is a $7,900 bike that they're gonna be giving out to one of you guys. That is super generous, and we are very thankful for this opportunity. So what you're gonna do is subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below. Do not fall for any scams. I will reach out to you personally. Don't reply to any comments or anything else. I will reach out to you guys. So thank you guys for watching. Good luck. Leave a comment, subscribe, let Fly Rides and us know if you want some more of these videos and giveaways, and we will see you out on the trails.